see very much discrepancy. As you can see, the data shows a clear distribution pattern for OFWs in 20. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, around 2.2 million OFWs were reported during the period of April to September 2016. These Filipino workers were spread out across different regions of the world. The overall distribution is 85% of all OFWs work in Asia. The leading destinations within Asia is Saudi Arabia has 23.8%, was the single largest destination country. The UAE has 15.9%, was second largest. The other key countries include Kuwait has 6.4%, Qatar has 6.2%, and Hong Kong has 5.6%, and Singapore has 5.6%. Distribution outside Asia. Europe has 6.6%, and South America has 5.6%, Australia has 1.4%, Africa has 1.4%. In 2016, the majority of OFWs were employed in Asian countries, especially in the Middle East, where demand for Filipino labor continued to be strong. This reflects the ongoing trend of Filipinos seeking employment abroad, primarily for better economic opportunities and to support their families back home.
The data shows the Philippines' labor export model is highly centralized and regional. The overwhelming concentration of OFWs in Asia highlights a heavy economic reliance on the Gulf states, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and the success of the established pipeline in directing workers to the specific high-demand labor markets. They choose Asia because of logistical ease and established demand. First, established channels. Decades of labor agreements and recruitment networks make Asia the easiest and fastest path to deployment. Second, proximity and cost. It's geographically closer, meaning travel cost and easier communication compared to the West. Lastly, high demand for contractual labor. Asian economies, especially in the Middle East, have constant, high-volume demand for skills that match to the Filipino workforce, like construction, domestic, and service work. The 85% statistics tells us the Philippine economy is profoundly dependent on the Asian region for its foreign currency reserves. It confirms that OFW remittances are not a side effect but a central pillar of the national economy. Though this concentration exposes the country to regional, political, and economic vulnerabilities. Yes, it significantly helps the economy. The core benefit is the massive inflow of remittances, which boost the gross domestic product, stabilize the currency, and directly alleviate poverty for millions of Filipino families by funding education, housing, and basic needs. To gain superior financial stability and savings potential not available domestically, fulfilling the primary OFW drive to secure my family's economic future.
It's trivia time!
Migration means crossing the boundary of a political or administrative unit for a certain minimum period.
An migration is the movement of people from one area, like a province, a district, or a municipality, to another within one country.
International migration is the crossing of frontiers which separate one of the world's approximately 200 states from another. Many scholars argue that internal and international migration are part of the same process and should be analyzed together. The great majority of border crossings do not imply migration. Most travelers are tourists or business visitors who have no intention of staying in the country for good.
Nakakaranas sila ng homesickness.
International migration arises in a world divided up into nation-states in which remaining in the country of birth is still seen as the norm and moving to another country as a deviation. Migration tends to be regarded as problematic. It has to be controlled and curbed, for it may bring unpredictable changes.
So now, let's talk about the division of international migrants. This is the type of international migrants. Number 1. Temporary labor migrants. Migrate for a limited period of time in order to work and send remittance to families in country of origin. Number 2. Highly skilled and business migrants. People with high qualifications like managers, executives, professionals, technicians, and the like who move within the internal labor markets of transnational corporations and international organizations. Number 3. Irregular migrants, also known as the undocumented or illegal migrants. They enter or remain in country in search of employment with no necessary document and permit. Number 4. Refugees, those who are unavailable or unwilling to return to their country because of a well-founded fear of persecution on account of race, religion, nationality, membership in particular social group, or political opinion. Number 5. Asylum seekers, those who move across borders to search protection. Number 6. Forced migration. This includes not only refugees and asylum seekers but also people forced to move by environmental catastrophes or development projects like new factories, roads, or dams. Number 7. Family members, also known as family reunion or family reunification migrants. Number 8. Return migrants, those who return to their countries of origin after a period in another country. Hey Mr. Francisco, can you please tell us what are the causes of migration?
Now, we will talk about the causes of migration. One, disparity in levels of income. 2. Employment. 3. Social well-being. 4. Differences in demographic patterns with regard to fertility, mortality, age structure, and labor force growth. Number 5. According to neoclassical economic theory, the main cause of migration is individuals' effort to maximize their income by moving from low-wage to high-wage economies. Number 6. Migration decisions are made not just by individuals, they often represent family strategies to maximize income and survival chances by Hugo, 1994.
Good day, everyone. In a world where every second counts, today's headline reveals stories that demand our attention. Stories of change, challenge, and courage. The volume of contemporary migration. The United Nations figures showed that the global migrant stock, the number of people resident in a place outside their country of birth, grew from 75 million in 1965 to 120 million in 1990. The 1990 figure was roughly equal to 2% of the world's population. The number of migrants grew slightly faster than the world population as a whole, rate of 1.9% for the whole period, increasing to 2.6% from 1985 to 1990, was not dramatic. International migrants remain a fairly small minority. Internal migration, conversely, is much larger. For instance, the number of internal migrants in India in 1981 was summed to 200 million, more than the double number of international migrants in the whole world at that time. The significance of migration as a major factor in societal change lies in the fact that it is concentrated in certain countries and regions. Migration affects certain areas within both sending and receiving countries more than others. Migration needs to take place in an orderly way to safeguard the human rights of migrants.
Global migration simply means that people are moving across borders or within their own country. And it is divided into two types. First, internal migration, meaning moving from one place to another inside the same country. Second one is the international migration, meaning moving from one country to a different country across a border. The main reason why people move is very simple. It's because to find better jobs and income than they can get at home or their country.